This
One
conference will now be recorded.
sequence and then linear sequence. If I'm not wrong, please check this once and can you please cross check this linear sequence and so these are all the parent rights of list and it's an implementation. List is an implementation class of all these rights. Okay, correct, right. So now coming to this after this is I'm moving to the next topic today. We have other classes to discuss in the hierarchy. Sure, we will discuss on that hierarchy as well. But before moving to the other implementation class, one implementation class so far we have discussed is part of sequence, that is list here. And now, before going to talk about list set, there is another one more. There are few more programs I have prepared for us for some practice. And before I switch to the other implementation class, probably it is a list set or vector or range or string or any other implementation class of sequence, right? Okay, might be indexed sequence or linear sequence because right, sequence has again two child traits. One is linear indexed sequence and the other one is linear sequence, and we know the differences as well right now. Okay, but as far as I know, these are all good to have our to learn this the concepts and get a deeper idea about every topic and the implementation levels of everything. But when you talk about from an interview point of view, probably it's very rare that people ask questions too deeper into the collections. So that's what I have seen because there are different things associated with these big data interviews. One is usually people ask more questions on Spark framework, and then while discussing about the transformations, these are all transformations and actions. Whatever we have discussed, these methods in the API, what we have discussed here in Scala, we can call them as transformations and actions, and they are there in Spark. Actually, they try to ask more from the point of Spark, not directly to the Scala. And also, I have seen people targeting more questions from the Spark framework from the Scala. Okay, but I don't mean that people don't ask questions on Scala at all. But the questions on Scala will be less comparative to Spark. That's what I have seen while attending interviews. So even now, I am doing some interviews because I am trying to switch my company. So I didn't seriously people ask questions. At this level, whatever the depth we are going. So, but you might ask me, then what is the need for learning all that? Because tomorrow you have to implement code in Scala. If you don't have that kind of deeper understanding with the APIs, then the real trouble starts there. Most of you know that because you are real-time people. Cracking interview is not difficult, but once you get into the project, then we get roasted there. Probably if you get something really challenging project, then definitely the roast levels are high. That will become deep roast unless and until you are technically fine or clear. So I hope all of you know that because you are more all of us are into this thing. Okay, so now, but the point is this. Okay, got it right. Now tuples, I am before moving to the other implementation classes, understanding tuples and having some good understanding of this is very much necessary. Today I will quickly give a clarity about tuple. What is a tuple and why do we need tuple? It's not something difficult, even this is a collection. But the point is that when you talk about tuple, what is there inside this means it's like list, but it doesn't have any name. It has just a parenthesis like this. Inside that you can have any number of elements you want. But the point is like list, this is not dynamic. This is fixed in size and it is immutable like list as well. Of course, this is also immutable. There are mutable collections also in Scala, but even tuple is also immutable because most of the time the data types in Scala are immutable. Few are mutable. Okay, so that is one other important point. So when you talk about tuple, quickly understanding it contains fixed number of elements and usually distinct type. I hope you can have duplicates also. I don't think you don't need to have unique elements. Duplicates are allowed in tuple. We will check it, cross check it quickly once now. And tuple is immutable. That is also one more thing. So these are important things to observe about tuple. Generally, when should we go for tuple? Right? When you're trying to retrieve multiple values from a method, usually methods, right, try to return use tuples, because this is very another important use case. Right, method return values, but actually, usually we return one value at a time from a method. Suppose if you want to return more values, more than one value from a method, then the best way is adding those all the values to a tuple and returning is the best choice for us. Got it right? So that is where tuples can be used. The exact and the very uh, purpose of a tuple is that, sir. Okay. So where do we use it? This is one scenario, and we can create tuple with not just two elements. We can create tuple with multiple elements as well, not just two. We can add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 also. We will check that quickly. We don't need to come to a conclusion. We will cross check that. And tuples we see now, in different in different cases. Even some collections return tuple. Yesterday also, while discussing list, we have seen some methods have written tuple as return value. Okay? Maybe yesterday I told you tuple is something like collection, and we need to have a quick idea about it, because I see that sometimes even many methods return tuples. Then there is a question always, what is this tuple? So not to have that question, we are just discussing quickly today. So this is a simple idea. The quick idea is simple. Tuple is what? It's a simple collection, fixed in size or with fixed elements, and it is immutable. Okay, you can have duplicates, and also it is heterogeneous. You can see when you look at this example here, this is heterogeneous here, because we have a string and integer that shows this tuple is heterogeneous. Then that's about this, and we declare it like this with the parenthesis, and inside that we put the elements like this. We keep adding as many elements as possible, separated with comma. That's how we do this, sir. So this is simple analysis. So then how to extract elements from tuple? Right, if it is list, how can we extract elements from list? There are different ways to extract element from list, isn't it? We can extract through index of list, because we know list has indexing like 0, starting with 0 and ending with size minus 1. Okay. Or we can also iterate list with using that for loop. Then we can extract data from the list, and we can use certain other methods. Right, yesterday we have seen so many methods, and day before yesterday and before that also we have seen there are so many methods which will help us to extract the elements from the uh, list. Okay, but here when you talk about tuple, we can extract the elements from tuple generally with the, even here also we have certain indexing. The indexing usually starts with the underscore. We have to extract like this, underscore 1, underscore 2, underscore 3, like that. And this is something which we should extract with the that variable name underscore 1, the second element underscore 2, the third element underscore 3, the fourth element underscore 4. Like that we can extract this. Okay. So I think the example is clear, right? We are straight away discussing with the example, because I don't think this is difficult to understand. Why I had gone back to the tuple is, today I thought of explaining this word count example in Scala, but here at this point, group by this fellow returns a tuple. Okay, not that guy. This guy, this map returns a tuple. Can you see that? And then now again, I need to explain what is this tuple. So I thought to quickly finish that tuple thing, so that anytime, anywhere, from next time, we don't have any questions. That's why I want to quickly finish this. So this is simple. Now I want to print it. How do I print it? This has an indexing, something like I should extract this like this, something like some var name dot underscore some number here, index, you can say the index. Index usually starts with 1 2 like that, and every time we have to use underscore as a prefix before we extract it. Suppose I have ingredients sugar and the price is 25, so I want to print it, then I can say something like println of ingredients dot. Can you see there? By default, it is giving the indexing for us. Usually that index starts with the underscore here, so you can say this. Then you can also extract the second one same in similar way. So this is the actual straightforward approach. Suppose you have a tuple and you want to access elements. Okay. Then the straightforward approach here is applying that indexing there. Excuse me, sir. So let us run this quickly. Okay. Now you have the sugar and 25 here. That's also. And this is how we extract tuple. Okay. And this is simple idea about tuple, a quick understanding. So this is enough, sir. We can. This is basic idea, and this is enough for us to get to understand. About tuple. Suppose anywhere, if you see this tuple, then you get some quick idea. Okay, tuple is this like this. It has some parentheses. Inside that we put elements, and it is fixed in size. So we need to check few things like 1 2 3, then 1 2 3. Does it allow duplicates? Then does it what is that? Allow more than two values? Yes, all this is possible. We'll quickly try to check it. Okay, so you don't see any error, and you can also apply iterator on this. Suppose if you want to iterate with for loop something like for something like this, and then I can say ingredient. So what can I do now? I can simply say something like println of I here, sir. Even this should work if I am not wrong. 1 minute is an enter member of 1 minute. Mm. Okay, we can, right, the other way. Do you remember, sir, yesterday? If this is not possible like this, of course, when I try to iterate, what it is saying, for each is not a member of this. Okay. No, I can still do this. I know how to do this from yesterday's discussion also. I can apply casting this to which one? I can say not do this. I can simply say this to list is also possible. Mm, okay, it's not showing here. Some because it's not possible because might be here. This is already put it as var, and let me put it as var now, so that it's giving me to string, but I need to list. No, it's not allowing. Directly apply this. Yeah, but it's not allowing. Still, we have applied casting if I'm not wrong. Something like var equal to. Okay, something is maybe because of this stringer. Number of so this is not allowing. Even casting is not allowing here. It's not allowing casting as well. 1 minute. Yesterday we have seen scenarios. 1 to 10 dot list. This is allowed. This is no other casting method is available here. Okay, fine. No issues. Okay. Then can we do? We can proceed with we can still we have a try like this. For, probably we can apply map. I hope we can pass it to a map and like this result equal to.
Maybe iterator, bro.
No, I'm just trying to see like trying to apply on this directly. Okay, no problem. 1 minute. We can Google search what's wrong in that. We don't need that generally, but okay. So they are applying some iterator. That is fine. Any other way? There is something called product iterator. That's what they're trying to do. That is fine. Any other examples? Map is applicable only on list, correct? You can use this for time being. Um, this is something they are applying. But does this product iterator exist here? That is a question here, because if he is bringing it somewhere, let me just try it now. Okay. It's the second part is anyhow, it's a lambda function. Okay, we are iterating every time with it's more or like for only. You get a value from the tuple, and that is passed to the print here in the block of that parenthesis. I mean flower braces. This is working. So this is another way of iterating tuple. My point is, if we can do anything like with for, that is one thing. Might be probably that is not applicable here. Map, even map, all that functions should exist here. Tuple is not something like a map, something which is just has fixed elements. That's why usually methods, usually this is used when method has some data to return. In such cases, tuples are used extensively. Even if you remember group by yesterday, it returned a tuple problem, group by or some methods in the discussion. Okay, so that's why we can't apply map, or we can't apply any other kind of that sophisticated iterators on this, because this doesn't have such things there. So this is a simple idea, but the point is here, it's not about iterating, just understanding here what is tuple, how to declare it, how to extract elements from the tuple, this applying how to applying indexing on tuple, that is one more. Then also how to apply iterator. We just have seen this. This is something they are applying product iterator, which is a built-in one. So this is simple idea, sir. All of you are clear now? Is that clear for all of you, sir? Any questions on this? Any questions, sir? Bharat, are you good now? This is a new topic. It's not continuation. Okay, others, Sudarshan and Veer Prasad, Srikanth. Okay, please test it quickly. Then we will switch to the next problem. We'll see how to find word count. Now, let us apply a few of the methods which we have discussed from list yesterday. Okay, let's apply some map, some group by. Let's apply few methods to implement this word count. That would be a practice for us as well. Okay. Before that, please test it. Okay. Then we will move to that thing. Okay. I had pasted the problem. Is it tested, sir? All of you? There are few more cases on this, sir. But of course, this is enough, sir. And one more is this. Okay. What is that? Suppose if you have list of tuples here, you can see there something like this, sir. So even by applying this, what is this, sir? We can try to extract elements. Otherwise, there is other way also. There are different ways to do that. We can also do like this. Suppose I will do one more small use case, not exactly this one. I'll just show you how to extract, iterate, or extract. Suppose if you have list of tuples like this, because sometimes we might get data like this as well. So just another use case quickly. Then we will jump to the next topic. Okay? Next application. So here, suppose this is the example. I want to iterate it. You know, right? How to iterate list? We can apply a for loop, sir. If you see, the easiest way is, I'll just show you quickly, sir. Use case 2 is this, iterating list of tuples. Okay, this is another use case. Let's use something straightforward. Let's not make it complex here. You can use for loop here, sir, because we can apply for loop on list, sir. On tuple, for some reason, it is not allowing. I'll cross check once. Even this can be applied on collection. Tuple is a collection, but it is a static collection. Okay, next, just pass it to this. Then simply say println of I here, sir. Okay, now run this program. You can see there, you got a tuple from when you iterate it. We got every time you iterate, one tuple is extracted. Each tuple is an element. Suppose if you want to print value separately again, if you want to print each value separately, then you can do something like this, sir. What is it? I is a tuple by itself. Here I is a tuple every time. So what you can do, you can simply say println of I dot, you can say _1, comma. That is one thing. Maybe if you want, you can also print it like this. If you want to extract data from the tuple, so you can try this, because I is holding the whole tuple as one element. Again, from the tuple, you can extract each element by applying indexing on that like this. So when you run it, you can see that we have split it from tuple now. Even we can do like this. So this is a simple use case, like where you have list of tuples and how to iterate it, and from that again how to extract each element from the tuple. This is a simple analysis, sir. So please test this quickly. Can you please test it, sir? Test this example as well. A flat map, even that is there in the list only. I don't think flat map is applicable on tuple directly. Okay, Randeep. Those methods return tuple. They don't iterate on tuple, because if we should iterate apply flat map or anything, those methods must be part of this tuple, must be present inside the API of that tuple. Then only we can apply it. Okay, otherwise it's not possible. It's like, like if you talk about a human being, right? If you want to see something in him, like the kidney, the liver, okay, the heart, the brain, first that must exist inside him, right? Then only you can see through some tool or something. Same thing here. If you want to apply some method, those methods should be part of that class API. Then only we can apply them. Otherwise, it's not possible. Okay. Right. Please test it quickly. Is it done, sir? All of you, sir, is it done? Completed?
So can you copy and paste that tuple description?
Okay. Sure, Madhu. Okay. Okay, sir. Shall we switch to the next topic? We're done with tuple here. This is enough, sir. Even you can extract tuple through pattern matching. Like, I taught you option concept, you remember? Even we have done try to extract data from option through pattern matching, if you remember. Similarly, we can also apply pattern matching on tuples and we can extract data. There is another one more case. We can give a proper structure like this. You can see here. We can also apply something like this as well. Okay. So if you see, we can also provide a structure to this tuple by providing some, some variables like this, and then extracting from that. That's also possible, sir. Maybe you can test this. This is the easiest way, because now we are giving some structure to this and we are having some specific names to each value, so that I can extract it through this approach also. This is so simple for extraction actually. So we can just quickly test this. Another simple way of extracting tuple is this set. you can give a structure to that. You can see now. Okay, we need ingredients because that's what we have used in the previous example. Yeah, here. Now what you do is this doesn't have a structure now. The data is there inside this. What is that? One string and one and some integers here. Now what I need is I'm just limiting it to 2 values. If you want, you can add more values, sir. So one is name of the ingredient, uh, price of ingredient or quantity of ingredient. Then you can put some price as well if you want, whatever it is. The easiest way for that, as we have just seen, val of something like name. You can put var also, sir. I don't think we should use name comma something like, I put it as price. Okay, just for simple thing. You can assign like this, and then you can simply say println of name, and again if you want you can print both in the same print. I'm just doing it for my convenience, but it's up to you, sir. And then price here. Okay, now run this, sir. Now we got data. See how simple this is. So we have done two things here. We have provided a kind of structure to this where it doesn't have any naming here. The second thing is that is helping us to extract data in the easiest way possible here. Okay, that is also one more thing which we can apply on tuple here, sir. So these are more than enough, these three use cases on tuple. So because many times many methods return tuple, to understand that scenario, once it return tuple, again we should iterate it on top of that, and while iterating we should know how to extract data. You know, right, that indexing _1 _2, you see number of times, many times that. Okay, and might be if you don't know that, you might get little confused for a while. It's not something too difficult to understand. It's a matter of just minutes to understand like how tuple is declared and how to extract it, and the different use cases where we can apply tuple, all those scenarios. Usually methods, if methods should return multiple values at a time, then method return that in the form of a tuple. Keep in mind, sir. Got it right? So that is the point here, sir. Any questions, sir? So that's all, sir. What do we do right now? So if you want, you can please quickly test this as well. This simple analysis thing.
Manohar Bharat here.
Yeah.
I just declared as you declared where integrand equal to saga 25, where name and income price, but it's showing an error over here.
So
saying that
yes, sir. Can you copy and paste
not
that
found,
code? Yes, sir.
not found value name.
Yes, sir. Can you copy and paste that code here, sir? In chat box.
I'm working in a laptop and I'm viewing from a mobile.
I understand. Okay. So here, see, I didn't understand the context here. Why you are getting that? It is working for me. Not sure what is the problem there. That's what. If I can see the code, I can get an idea, sir.
Okay. It's showing an error, not found value name.
Okay.
That's it.
You give them like this as same like this.
Same. A to Z, everything same.
That's really strange, actually. What's
okay, just hold on a minute. Just hold on a minute. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's what somewhere something had missed there. Okay.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay, sir. That's.
Thank you.
Okay. Now the another scenario, sir. This is, see, if you see here, we are applying different methods from list class, sir. Which class, sir? List class. So or from the our API, our collection API here. If you see this, if you look at this method.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, Manohar. We have declared a tuple, right? Ingredient.
Pardon, sir.
We have declared a variable ingredient. Only one variable can be declared, or n number of variables can be declared.
Where, sir? Where?
We have written, right, VARINGET equal to Sagar, 25.
Sugar, sir. Yeah.
So can we declare multiple variables like that?
You mean packaging? I don't think packaging is applicable in. We can do it like this, sir, with a tuple like this, not directly.
Okay. Manohar, I'll connect you after the class or tomorrow.
Sure, sir. No issues, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So his question is this, sir. This folks. Bharat question is he's asking me, can we have variables like this? Something like 1, 2. This is called packaging actually. This is there in Python. Let us just try here if it is there here also. No, we don't have that here. Okay. Only when you have a tuple and when we initialize it, that is working. This is not working. Okay. Might be you can try like this also. Let me just this. Yes, this works. Can you see that? So a tuple to a tuple, that will work. Okay. So by default, if I directly initialize variables like this will work in Python. If I give like this, okay, this is called packaging in Python. This works in Python, but Scala is not encouraging this. Okay. So another quick clarity if anybody is from Python. Okay. So enough, sir. This is okay. Let's quickly move to the next thing. And then this is the problem, sir. Now you can see that there are so many methods. Now we have an opportunity to explore few of the important methods of this collection API. Split is coming from string class, not directly from the API here. If you see, and map comes from the collection, group by comes from collection, map values come from collection. Okay. So this problem is this, sir. What this does is we are doing some word count here. So you can see this is this is my string here. The string is here. Bitty bot is a butter bitter something like this to make bitter butter. Uh, this is not that this doesn't make sense, I know, but butter is better something like. Okay, leave it like that. Now bitty comes from for how many times? At least it comes some 2 to 3 times, or otherwise at least 1 time. Bot comes for 2 times, butter comes from 2 or 3 times, and butter comes for 2 or 3 times. Like that, some words have occurrence, some words don't have occurrence. Now I need the word count of each word. How many times bitty is coming, how many times bot is coming, how many times is coming, how many times a coming. And that's what this problem is. Suppose if you start learning Hadoop, if there is a map reduce topic, once upon a time people used to learn it. The first program people always teach in map reduce is word count, because that is there in the documentation. That is the first problem in documentation. And even in Spark, this is one problem people keep teaching us. Okay, so this is simple analysis here. Now we are doing that in the Scala itself. Instead of going and doing in Spark, the same problem we are trying to solve it in Scala. Okay, so what is that? First, you need a string. Now you should split it and apply space for the split. And with split, what you have to do? We have to break down this string into tokens, and that is L2. When you split, the split will definitely return an array. I taught this somewhere even while discussing string topic, if you remember. So that's what happening here. Now on that, what I'm doing now, this returns array. So the advantage is this is an array. On that array, I am applying map, because on collections possibly we have opportunity to apply map. Okay, and this is I'm saying something like this. Whatever you are trying to do here, this internal lambda thing, we are trying to apply numbering to this each value here. And here what I am trying to do, I am trying to do apply what is that numbering here, dividing each word is assigned with 1 here. That's what this is doing here, map function. We will understand one by one. Okay, so what happens in the first case, it will split and return what we will see. step by step, you get a quick idea. Later you can also test it yourself, so that you get an idea how to apply these things. Now this returns what's a array. On array we can apply map function. Okay. Also, if you want, you can convert it to list also, because we have yesterday discussed listing, right? Maybe you know very well the list API has map, all that stuff. Even array has that, sir. We don't have a problem. Probably array should be also an implementation class there. Now again, some val some L3 equal to, maybe even array is a kind of list, sir. We don't need to worry about that. So right what happens here when you just need to print it. Let me show you. When you do this, this will give you array of tokens. Split will split this big string into tokens, and those tokens are written in the form of array. Now if you print L2, you can see something here. Let's just print it. We are getting directly the object. We can do one thing. Might be if you convert it to list, can we see the data? Let me just try this. Perfect. Can you see that? The whole list is converted into tokens here. I just applied casting just to see the data directly. Okay. Otherwise, we can iterate it and view the data. That is also another way of working on this kind of data structures. Okay. Otherwise, the easiest way is apply casting to list so that we can view the data. Now, what I want is if I should do word count, first each letter has to be initialized with 1 like this. I'll just show you, sir, so that it's easy to understand the logic for all of you. Suppose I have BT. Now I should split into tokens, and every word, let me just show you here. Every word, something like BT should be assigned with 1. Okay. Means this is initially I will assign 1 for every word, even if it is recurring, if it is recurring for multiple times. After that I will do the sum of all those recurring ones. Okay, BT, then what I assign 1 with that, and again is I assign 1 with that, and again A with 1, like that again. Okay, even if bot comes one more time, then it should assign 1 with all the tokens. Now after that, what do? We apply sum of occurrences. Suppose butter is coming from some 2 times, then all the ones are added. Suppose I put butter like this, butter comma 1, butter comma 1, and butter comma 1. Now what I will do is I will do group by this word. When I do group by word, automatically all this comes like this. If butter is key, this key has 3 ones here like this. Sorry, I'm sorry. Key has 3 ones. Now what do I do? What with the value of this key, I will just apply a sum on that. So that what is that? Now I get an idea how many times this butter is occurring, okay, or recurring. Now finally this is recurring for 3 times. Then I know the perfect count of this. I'm just giving you a quick idea. Might be butter comes for how many times? 1, 2, 3 times. Perfect. Right? Are you following this, sir? Whatever I'm trying to explain. The third line, what it is doing is it is assigning each word with 1. After that, what I will do? I will do group by with the key. Key is what the actual token, the actual word. Might be, suppose if butter is recurring for if this key has 3 ones, now all these values are grouped with butter. Now I get 3 ones like this. Now on that I will apply what? A sum, so that I will get total count of butter. Similarly, I will do for each word like that. So that will give me the perfect word count. Do you understand the logic behind this discussion? All of you are clear with the logic, sir? Problem is nothing, sir. That's not so. Answer is not difficult. Understanding the problem, understanding the logic is important. Is this logic clear for all of you? Can you get an yes or no from you, sir? What about others, sir? Anybody has a problem? Please let me know. We will discuss it one more time, sir. You know, you need to understand this behavior. Even in Spark also we do the same. We apply same map, same flat map, same filter, same all these things. Okay. Now here we should what we should do now on each token. Now right, we got tokens in the form of array here. On each token, I should assign it with one. So what should I do now? Something like val sum L3 equal to. Now on array, I am applying map function. Just to know if this kind of special functions are there in that array or not. Array is a built-in class, sir. So probably all those you can see max, min, map, even flat map also exist in this. So probably as this is a collection, array is also a collection, and it has also all those methods which we have seen for list also. So probably at least not all, most of those methods are applicable for array. So map is there. Why I am applying map this time? I am going to apply on each value I am going to perform some operation. When should we choose map? When you have a group of values in a collection and you should iterate each value from the collection. On each value, if you want to apply some operation, map is the best choice. You understand my this discussion? So now I am applying a lambda function. The first one is the parameter, sir. Every time map iterates. Map is an iterator, sir. Internally, it will have some looping inside that. It starts from the beginning element to the last. It will end with last element, and it iterates element by element. So first, what it does is it will take the first element bit t and pass to this parameter f. Now, what I want here, I need a tuple, and that tuple should have two values: the actual word, and it should be assigned with one here. Now, what I am doing now, I am iterating a map, and through map function, what I am trying to do, I am creating a tuple, and I am adding one with each token. This is what I am doing now. This map function is doing that. Okay. Are you good, sir? Now, right? We have L3, and now what I am doing is I am just printing L3 and show you what will be there inside L3 and how it look like. You got a tuple from L3, sir. You can see that. When I iterated it, it is returning tuple of elements here. Okay, and you can see tuple 2 here. It's not tuple, just tuple. It is a tuple 2. Tuple 2 is different from tuple. Okay, just only tuple means it behaves differently. Tuple 2, tuple 3, tuple 4 means it is a different thing. Okay, we will just try to convert this also to, if list is available here, we will apply that, sir, so that yes, here list is available. Might be there will be a generous question from your side, sir. Earlier we applied to list on tuple, it's not possible, but this time you applied to list. How is it possible? The earlier tuple is not tuple 2, it is just tuple there. So tuple 2 is a different from tuple. Okay, there are different types of tuples again. So now the easiest thing is just apply dot. Okay, that reference dot to list or map, or whether they are available or not. Then we can think about the other thing. Okay. So now this is available, sir. Maybe what is there here, you can try this. Now you can see there. Can you see that? Each token is assigned with one here. That's what this tuple is. Can you see that, sir? Can you see this? This is what happened. Now this is step 3. Step 4. Now we should do group by. On all these elements, we should group by with what, sir? We have to group by with the with what, sir? Now if you look at the output, should I group by with the string or group by with the value? What should I do here, sir? Group by with the first element or second element? Answer, sir. Can you answer here? There is a tuple. Okay, list of tuples. There are a group of tuples inside that tuple 2. Okay. Now, if I want to do the grouping, I have to group by what? Should I group by value or should I group by string there? What should I do? What is my key here? Key. What should be the key? What should I choose the key as? Answer, sir. Should I choose group by key? group by as a string or group by as a value? We should choose group by word, sir. We should choose group by word here, okay? Group by word, not by value here, because based on words only we get the grouping. Okay? If I give, I told just now here, if you see, we cannot give one here. Okay, if I give one, then finally you cannot apply. We have to apply this sum on integers, not on strings. We cannot perform sum on strings. We should group by word here. Okay, each word, how many times it is recurring, based on that the grouping is done here. Are you able to understand what I am trying to tell? Suppose butter is coming from 3 times. So when I say group by butter, I have just explained. This butter will have like this. All the values of butter are grouped into a single array like this, or single collection like this. It might be array, or it might be list, or it might be tuple again. And on top of that, we apply some sum operation. You get my point, or is there any confusion question to anyone, sir? Okay, so should we apply group by value or group by word here? What is your answer, sir? If you do group by value, we won't be successful, sir. You have to apply group by word here. Okay, right. So now again, copy that here, and also you can see, you know, sir, underscore dot underscore one means underscore, in a tuple, underscore one is the first element, underscore two is the second element. You don't have underscore zero for tuple. It starts with underscore one. Now you should understand why I discuss a tuple concept with you. Okay, so what you have to do? Take this. Okay, now apply group by. Now what this returns, sir? It is grouping each element with the first one, that is word here. Now what you can do is, you can print ln of L4 just to get quick idea what is there, how grouping is done. Now you can see, sir, again we are getting a map of tuples. Maybe if you want to see, right here, this tuple has again that grouping of values. So what I can do is, might be, let us see if we can apply any other kind of thing here. Dot, let me show, let me try list again here, sir. If we can see the, let me try with list. No, it is converting like this. So we have to do, we have another way, sir. There is another way for this, sir. What is that other way? I'll just show you, just to get some quick idea. We can apply for loop on map, okay, for I. You know, right, I taught you how to iterate a map also sometime back. One thing, we can extract each thing by key and we can see that. So when I iterate like this, okay, L4, and then I can say L4 is map, right? L4 of I. This gives what, with key I'm trying to extract what? 1 minute. What is this? Now we are trying to, okay, get clear idea about everything. Okay, okay, we have a tuple inside map again. L4 is what? Group by. It is giving a map. And when I iterate it again, it's giving me a tuple. Okay, then it's fine for me. Then it's so easy for me now. Print now, you know, right, how to play with it. I dot underscore one. This is your, what is it, sir? This is actual key, and this is your value. On top of that, apply what? Now you can choose to apply list, so that you can view the data. What is there in each tuple there? Tuple 2. Now run this. Chalo. Now you can see there. You can see, sir. Butter is the key. Again, here if you look at it, it is collecting all those here. If you see there, inside tuple, what it is having butter comma one, butter comma one, butter comma one. All those are collected as one element here. Can you see that? Under one tuple now. Do you understand this, sir? This is what happens here. And same thing happen applicable for remaining also. You can see is all is with one is grouped into one tuple. All buts with one is grouped into one tuple. All a's with one is grouped into one tuple. All bots. This is debugging the code, sir. We are trying to get into the deepest level of the code so that you get that idea like how it is working every time, what the method is written in, and how to again plow that data, like we are plowing it line by line, so that gives you more clarity like how it is working there. You got it right, sir? Okay, so like that, sir, you got the point right. Now once we get this group by, now we have to apply someone all this actual what's it on each, we have to apply some of all the elements there. So now you know, right? Now when you see this, this returns a map, and this map, suppose you print it before iterating. So you just try to say println of L4 here. Okay. Now run this. Now if you see, this is giving what's our L4. This is our actual map with the grouping. Okay, this is grouped values. Now what we have to do? Now we have to apply sum on all the. We have to do some aggregation on this group by. Once you do group by, it will group all values by each word with token. Okay, with that word. Now again on all that grouping values, we have to apply sum, so that gives you word count. Okay, for that what we are doing here, the easiest way is we are getting values directly, values from map. Map values means gets only values, it doesn't get keys. Now again on top of that, you can see here we are applying you can see there we are applying what we are extracting each tuple. Okay, because right, we have seen clearly inside the map what do we have? Tuples. Again key is your word, and value is the tuple. Now when you say map values, it will return what? It will iterate through all the key value pairs of map, and it will get value from every key value pair, only value, not key. Now on that key is again a tuple. Are you following, sir? Key is again a tuple. What we are doing here, we are trying to get that tuple. Again you are iterating it internally. You can see this, on this we can apply map because this is tuple 2 here. Okay, so and from that map we are trying to get second element, and on that you are applying some. You get it right, sir? So on each, again on each tuple there are three on each map, right, on each map key value pairs, right, each key might be associated with the group of tuples, and on the tuples we are applying sum here. We are extracting that value, that is second element, which is number, and we are applying sum on that, so that all that values which are present in the tuple will be added, and that is written here. You got the point, right? So that's what this does here. So this is how it will be even in a real project, sir. It won't be different from this. Are you following, sir? Now this also gives you an opportunity to apply what we have learned so far, the methods, everything what we have learned of the collection API. Even in Spark also, these methods will be remain as is. It doesn't change, sir. They are not going to change. Okay. So now this gives you count of each word, sir. Got it right? Count of each word. Are you following, sir? Now finally, what we have to do? On L4 we are applying count. Now let us apply println of count. Just run this now. And finally you can see that, sir. See, finally what it is doing now? It is giving us a map with the word count here. Can you see that? Is 2 times, but is coming 1 time, A is coming 1 time, one is bot is coming 1 time, BT is coming from 1 time, bitter is coming from 3 times, make is coming 2 times, butter is coming 3 times. Are you following, sir? Are you getting this? This by default, what happens, sir? Map values perform, you can see here. What we are doing here, this map will perform that sum on all the values of each group, and finally that is returned in the form of a map. Key is given as a word is given as key, and value is stored as a value. That sum is stored as value here. Got it right? That's what happens here, sir. This is a word count problem. Is that clear, or anybody has any doubt on this? Are you good, sir? All of you are clear? So this is simple idea, like how to apply word count here. Okay, we can test it tomorrow, sir. Yeah. See, map values is exclusively to apply iterating the values from the map. Okay. So now you know what is there in the map in this one here. You know when you say group by returns a map. What it returns? Let me not print this. Iterate this for loop. Let me comment this. Then you get some quick idea. So let's run this now. Now you see here, Sandeep. Now this is actual. This is our actual thing, L4. What's happening here? This is key and this is value. Okay, and this is key and this is value. Tuples are values, and the what is the key here? Words are keys. You understand this? Now I want to get tuples directly. I don't need keys now. And now on top of that, because anyhow, even in tuple there is a key and value. Got it? I have just shown you by printing it. Inside tuple again, the values are grouped in such a way it has collection of tuples. Tuple has again collection of tuples, and inside tuple, key is first element, that one is second element. So in that way, all the values are grouped. If you have observed the output, the previous output. Okay. Now we are trying to iterate tuple. Now f is a tuple. Now f is tuple. Again, what you are doing? It has both keys and values here. Now what you are doing? Now you are trying to iterate, right? What you are trying to iterate? You iterate this tuple here and applying a map on all those tuples, because this tuple has actually, for suppose assume that if it is having three inner tuples, if it is having collection of 2 tuples or 3 tuples, now we are applying a map. What map will do? Map will iterate on all those tuples which are present in this the parent tuple, and it will try to extract second element from each tuple. You can see we are trying to say t dot underscore 2 means it is the second element. Now second element is nothing but 1. On that we are applying sum. Finally, what happens for us? It will return as the sum of all those tuples, which is having what is that? Which is having that key associated with that key. Internally, automatically it will pick the key and assign this sum to that key. That's what it is doing here. Now when you run it, you can see here the key and its sum is given in the map in the form of key and value pairs. Is it clear now? Okay, right. Thank you. We'll see tomorrow, sir. We will test it tomorrow. Okay. Right.